What's up, everyone? Welcome back, and let's give Disney some love by talking about the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. This is the live-action adaptation of the beloved animated movie Lilo and Stitch, and this is directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, who's best known for Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. We have the original writer, director, and voice of Stitch himself and Chris Sanders returning, and we also have Maya Kealoha in the lead role as Lilo, making her feature film acting debut. This movie was actually meant to be a straight-to-streaming, a Disney Plus movie, but at some point during 2024 summer, I think, they decided to shift this to full... Oh, man. And just in case you did not notice... And just in case you did not know this movie was originally intended to be a straight-to-streaming Disney Plus release. However, they decided to shift gears and give this thing a full theatrical release, and I think that's going to pay off in massive dividends. Yeah, because I think this movie's going to make $1 trillion, and I mean that because I think families are going to eat this up, and I think most people are going to walk out of this movie giving it a thumbs up, and let me tell you why. Admittedly, I have not seen the original in some time. I know there's some differences. The villain is not in this movie. There's some different parts of the story fleshed out. There's some other parts of the story adjusted. Some things they play around with, the characters that Zach Galifianakis and Billy Magnussen play. But all that aside, I think this movie works for two massive reasons. Maya Kealoha is absolutely outstanding as Lilo. She is so endearing. She's so warm. She's so adorable. And when you pair her with the icon, the beautiful menace that is Stitch, this relationship, the incredible chaos that they carry out together is going to leave you laughing, is going to make you engaged. You are going to eat this up. It is just so fun to watch on screen. You cannot help but to smile at it. And the second thing, and arguably the bigger thing that this movie does, is it nails the emotional beats so incredibly hard. I think you will have tears. I had a lot of tears during this screening. This movie has a giant beating heart that it wears on its sleeve for the entire time, and it is actually the relationship between Lilo and Nani, played by Sydney Elizabeth Agudong here, that is another driving force of this movie. Ohana, family, right? And then no one gets left behind. This sort of very relatable, very easy thing for the audience to digest is going to grab you and keep you moving forward this whole time. And the warmth, the emotion, the awe moments are what's going to really make this a memorable experience for you. It's kind of where I'm going to leave this. I maybe that feels like an irresponsible review, or maybe some of you will be watching this going, wow, I didn't even really talk about this movie. It's because for me, there's nothing more to talk about it besides that point. Like, yes, I would challenge you to find opinions of someone who is more recently and more deeply connected to the original, where they could talk about some of the nuances and stuff. But me just talking about this as a movie, it is worth the price of admission for those two things alone. The emotion, the warmth, the heart, the easily relatable family aspect that I think deep down we all crave. Some people have, some people don't. And I think it's something that people always long for, connection. But to raise it one, this is a Lilo and Stitch movie. You see Stitch. If you are even familiar with this character, it's that chaos, it's that craziness, it's that adorable little menace, like I said earlier, that you're looking for. He's awesome, he's hilarious, and then you give it the endearing Lilo, you put them together, and there's this balance of heart and love, an incredible emotional payoff by the end of this movie. But it's insane, it's funny, it's silly, it's ridiculous, and that's what I believe you should know you're signing up for when you watch this movie, and I think it accomplishes that. If you love Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, you know that Dean Fleischer Camp was going to give you something incredibly emotional here, and it worked. I would say to comment on the rest of the movie, the opening of the movie, like, the editing isn't great, the pacing's crazy. There's a lot of characters in this movie, and a lot of them do nothing. Most of the performances outside of Little Lilo here are actually pretty flat, I won't lie to you. Sydney Elizabeth Agudong's Nani is interesting because I felt like the performance did leave me a lot to be desired. There were several times during the movie where I actually saying to myself, I was like, okay, wait, find the performance, find the moment. And she gives some good moments, but I also think she does enough, and she does have this this natural charm to her. And I think the way that the character Nani conceptually operates, I think, is a really easy character to root for, and she nails the scenes with Maya. She nails the what she has to in the moments with her sister, so that familial bond between them two hits. So she's good in that regard. But other than this, like, the movie's ADR'd to death in certain scenes. It's a little messy. The plot just kind of happens. Other characters don't do much. So as like a cinematic achievement, no, it's not that. Nor do I think it's the best conceived picture. But it's Lilo and Stitch. It gives you that. I think it's a simple thumbs up, thumbs down. Is this a Lilo and Stitch movie? Yes, it is. So boom, thumbs up, Ohana, baby. Zach Galifianakis is our mad scientist here, and Billy Magnussen as Pleaky. Like, they try. They're funny here and there. Their sort of dynamic works. They're not great though, but I think they'll get enough chuckles out of you and keep you engaged with them enough to where you'll be able to enjoy the moments without Lilo and Stitch in them. So I wouldn't say I love this movie. Best Disney live action remake. I guess I'll have to revisit all those one day and let you know. But I do think it is very good. And for the diehard Disney fans who are telling you it's the best Disney live action remake, I would probably listen to them. Not a great movie, but an experience that I had a great time with. I had a lot of tears with. I'm a very emotional viewer, so that always gets points for me. And I think you'll have fun. I think there will be worse ways to spend your time. If you want to go see Lilo and Stitch, see Lilo and Stitch and tell me about it. I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10. I mean, maybe I'm giving it a little bit of extra points because Stitch is adorable, Lilo's awesome and adorable, rockstar stuff, and I cried a lot, but maybe somewhere between 6 or 7. I don't know. It's Lilo and Stitch. Just go see Lilo and Stitch and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Enjoy that beautiful menace, and I'll see you very, very soon.